8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Ajax Community Center for 2 more big points up to grab. The first shot on next, it's stopped there by Galton. Tapped in there by Baldy from the line with a backhand. That doesn't make it through to the net, and the Toros come up with a loose puck with Hannon. Jack Hannon fires it off the boards back in behind the Ajax net. Trying to get it out. Maddox is going to keep it in from the line. The shot is going to get tipped in front by Hannon. Late pass for Littleton coming up into the zone. Littleton comes in over the blue line looking for the first shot. Drops it off with a shot. Left pad save there from Drew Galton, who's faced 2 shots so far. That's going down the ice, and it's going to go rolling all the way. No icing on the call. He's going to go back to retrieve it in his own end. Fires it around the right side. It's going to get picked up there by Cameron Ryan, who tried to get Sabrizi in there to dig it free. Pass there for Rusler. Parker Rusler with some nice moves. Finally lost it there to Ajax, who move it up through center. Dumped in, right in on net, steered aside by Galton and behind the goal. Davidson trying to get it out of the zone with a backhand, and he moves it around there for Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi with a lead pass. He's not going to get a pass. Into the zone comes Prusa. He gets taken into the boards. Trying to move it to the other side. Sabrizi up through center. Sabrizi trying to split the D and finally lost the puck when he was trying to go up through the middle. That goes down the ice. That should be our first icing of the game. So it'll come back into the Ajax end. Starting goaltenders, Drew Galton has already seen for the Toros, and it'll be Gillis that's in net for Ajax. Face off one by the Toros. That shot. There's the first stop there from Gillis, and he handled that one a little bit awkwardly, but he was still able to make the stop. He made the stop, and then the puck wound up going up into his equipment, so it took a little bit of a last-minute bounce out in front. Face-off coming off to the right of the goal. Getting one by the Toros forward. Back down low for Howard. It was out of his reach. Right in behind the net. They're trying to dig it free in behind the goal. Backhand shot. That goes wide. Might have caught the left pad of Gillis, as that's in the corner. Trying to dig it free. From that corner is Connor Cole. And Cole is still over there. He gets run into the boards. And Aiden Howard's trying to help him out as well. Walking out there is Connor Cole. Wraparound shot stopped there by Gillis as he came across with a left pad save. Aiden Howard to Jackman. Trying for a backhand shot at the net. Aiden Howard with a tip, and that just missed at the side of the net. Toros putting on their first little bit of pressure of the game. Sear taken down there by Fitzpatrick as that goes into the corner. Jackman with some nice moves to get away. Trying to set it up, he spins away and finally taken down and behind the Ajax net. Jackman taking some punishment in behind the goal. Now they're going to move it up through center. Gage Ford bumps it up at center ice. Late pass broken up by Jackman, but almost picked up there by number 71 and fired down the ice. No icing on the call. Back to retrieve it is Baldy in his own end. He got pressured on by Taylor, so he swung it back to the other side for his defensive partner as they try and move it around the boards. Baldy's going to get the return pass and try and chip it out. Picked up there by Hannon at center. Trying to get around Littleton with some nice moves. Finally, Littleton was able to hook him enough to get him down. And now it gets put back into the zone. Watt goes back in his own end. Gonna fire it around there. Trying to keep it in at the line. And it comes out at center. Hazelton trying to chip it up there. There's Winter right there for Ajax, along with Littleton and O'Connor. Perot had it swept off his stick. Nice play by Jack Hazelton to dump it back into the Ajax end, right behind the net. It's a fast-moving game so far. We've almost played 4 minutes here at the Ajax Community Center. Nothing between the Toros and Ajax. Tipped at the front. That goes wide. Toros trying to stay hot after a 4-game winning streak. Wins over Northumberland, Whitby, Belleville, and then a huge one yesterday versus Pickering, in which a third period saw them score 4 straight goals. O'Connor trying to get around Maddox, and Maddox held him up. Nice defensive play by Ethan Maddox, and that could lead to something here as Ajax were going up on the line change. Throw shot. Blocker stop there from Gillis, who got his blocker on that and kept it out. Right in behind the net there, Watt trying to get it out. Not going to happen. Taken down there with Sabrizi, but it stays in the zone for Trent Taylor. Taylor trying to get away from the check, but Watt takes it away. Watt coming up third center. Chips it off the boards, and it's going to be the first one into the corner. He's got Helfenstein sitting out in front. Tried for the centering pass. It hit the side of the goal. It's stuck there on the side of the net, so the referee's going to blow the whistle for another face-off. And it was a draw that came outside the line. That's going down the ice. Nice Wander's back in his own end. Nice Wander trying to get away from the check. Gets it up there for Watt. They can't get it out. Davidson kept it in at the line. Cameron Ryan sweeps it into the right corner as it goes behind the net. Trying to get it out in front with Sabrizi, and he takes a couple whacks away at it, trying to get it free from the Ajax forward, but here they come up through center, led by Pusa. Pusa's in over the line, finally turned it over, and now right here in front of us, that is Leonard that's going to dump it in. Leonard trying to get to the loose puck first. Leonard sending it out in front. There was nobody there. Toros chipped it away. Helfenstein tried to take a whack at it from the right side of the net. Baldy came into pinch and kept it in the zone. Baldy again fires it back down low as they try and dig that puck out of the corner. Sabrizi will take his time in behind the net. Nice patience with a lead pass. Knocked down though as the clearing attempt couldn't make it out of the zone. James Davidson with some nice moves to get away. Getting it up there for Sabrizi. Sabrizi couldn't do anything with the puck, just dumped it down the ice, went off on the line change. Late pass for Helfenstein. Helfenstein, his pass was broken up by Howard, but he was able to get that lucky bounce back. Leonard a shot. That's going to bounce in easily, and Dalton is going to handle that one in the blue crease. Another draw coming off to the left of Drew Galton, getting one there by Ajax. Pierce tries to keep it in. Nice defensive play by him. Pierce is still trying to hold the blue line. Pierce is doing all that work there at the line, making sure that puck stays in the zone. Gage forward, back in his own end. Fires it around the boards for Jackman. That got picked off there by Martin Joseph, who came in and got ahead of Jackman to keep it in the offensive end. And that goes up into the crowd and into play. Face off, coming outside the zone. One there by the Toros in their own end. Ethan Maddox around the boards. Pierce is going to try and keep it in. That's not going to work. Pierce will keep it in there at the penalty box area. Maddox fires it up. That one off the left skate of Taylor, but he chips it ahead. Pro trying to go to the net with Hannon. Jack Hannon puts the brakes on, goes into the corner. Tries to backhand it at the net. That gets taken away out in front. Here comes Fitzpatrick away. Fitzpatrick getting up there with a shot. Blocker stop there from Galton, who steered that one aside with the blocker hand, throwing it up front. Nice play by Hazelton to knock it down. And be aware of where he was in the slot area. Marinos a shot, stopped there by Galton. Handled that one a little bit awkwardly as well, but still made the stop. Hannon from center. Jack Hannon trying to get around Fitzpatrick with a late pass for Perot. Everybody's there at the blue line trying to dig the puck free. Comes free to Ajax, who just sweep it out at center. Nicholas Perot with a puck shot. That goes in on net and an easy glove stop. Didn't handle it though. Just used his glove to knock it down. Moves it up through center. Menko over there for Davidson. Davidson's pass for Rusler. Trying to get up there for Kevin Ryan. Kevin Ryan. Shot going wide. Taking a bounce out in front. Wide of the net. Right out in front. Stop. When Rusler was right out in front of the net. And Gillis stopped him on the one-timer. Gillis was ready for that one-timer from Parker Rusler right from the slot area. Sabrizi trying to get away. Along with Cameron Ryan. And that is offside. Right here at the Ajax line. Getting one there by the Toros, moving it up through center for Rusler. He chips it into the zone. Moving it to the other side for Watt. Watt trying to get away. Davidson held him up and held it in at the line. That was a nice defensive play by James Davidson, and then a collision there with Cameron Ryan. Here they come up through center. Helfenstein tried to stay onside, and he did. Leonard tries to take a shot. That goes wide of the net. Takes a bounce there for Helfenstein. Helfenstein's in the corner. He's getting guarded there by Thomas Menko. Greatly in behind the net. Sabrizi fires it around the board. Rizzler's going to be try to be there, but it gets picked up there by number 88. He's going to fire it into the zone. It's in made the players in that left corner. Now it comes free in behind the net. Helfenstein's winning it in front. There's a shot as it hit Galton on in front and laid in the crease area. Menko trying to race to the loose puck and backhand it out. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't. Now it does come out at center. Couple whacks away. They finally got it down. 20 seconds left to go here in period number 1 as it's in behind the net. Jackman tries to keep it in the zone. Connor Shearer will pick it up at center. Use the boards. It gets knocked down at center ice there by Helfenstein. 5 seconds left. That should do it for period number 1 as the puck goes back into the Toros end, touched up by Ford in behind the net, and he'll just leave it there in behind the goal. So these two teams fight to a 0-0 tie after the first period. Face-off is going to be taken here at center to start period number 2. And I guess one there by the Toros. That's Noakes trying to get on the loose puck. Went over the stick there and into the zone. Around the boards it goes. Tapped in by Sear at the line. Finally loses it as Noakes tried to get away. There's Fitzpatrick on the loose puck. Fitzpatrick's going to turn it over there at the penalty box area. Try and dig it in. Jackman with some nice moves as Aiden Howard slid into the boards. He's trying to get back up. Jackman a shot caught there by Gillis, who made the save. A draw in the Ajax end to be taken by Trent Taylor. Off to the left as Littleton took it for Ajax. Taylor won the draw, thrown at the net, stopped it by Gillis. Taylor on the rebound, trying to set it up. Perot shot, and it went off the stick or the mask there of Gillis out in front. And he'll have to shake up some cobwebs there. That went off his mascot in front of the net. Face-off will be off to the left of the goal. Taylor will take the draw. Around the boards it goes, trying to dig it free from the face-off circle. Back to the line for Maddox with a shot. In the zone, Hannon! Stop there! Taylor on the rebound! They score! Nicholas Perot out in front of the net was the last one who got his stick on it. And he swept it in out in front of the net. And the Toros get that ever important first goal to take a 1-0 lead. Gillis did all he could on that. He made an unbelievable save at the side of the net. But it was a loose puck sitting there. And Nicholas Perot knew exactly what to do with it. He swept it into the back of the net as that one goes up into the stands and out of play. Face-off coming off to right here at center. Well over the late pass for Watt. He's going to tip it up there. Trying to get into the zone now. Leonard goes into the corner. Leonard dropping it back to the line. Weller tries to keep it in. Not going to happen. Picked up there at center by Martin Joseph, who goes to the other side for Pula. Davidson trying to chip it in there with Cameron Ryan battling away at it. Pusa picked up the loose puck with a lead pass. A nice play by Pusa to dump it in. And now Watt just rolled it in on that. And it's a stop there for Galton, who takes no chances in the blue paint. He'll stop that. A weak shot on net and hold it for another draw. Draw this off to the left of the goal. Right in behind the net. That's coming around the boards and gets picked up by Fitzpatrick on the other side. Here comes the Breezy at center, chipping it off the boards. Nice Wonder trying to get to the loose puck before Parker Rusler. Here comes the opportunity. Nice Wonder with a nice pass. That's Marinos. Marinos dumps it into the zone, back in behind the net. Back to retrieve it is Davidson. Banned on the first attempt, but he gets another opportunity. Can't get it out. Nice Wonder kept it in. Throws it at the net. Davidson almost tipped that one in on goal as Knight Swander threw it at the net. It was an easy stop there as it just rolled in for Galton. There will be another draw coming off to the left. It will be Littleton that takes the draw for Ajax versus Connor Cole. A big defensive draw here for the Toros as Ajax are starting to come around here in the second period. We've got one goal here in the second. It came on a scramble out in front of the net by Nicholas Perot. As it's in behind the net, sending it out of front. Jackman trying to get away. Nice play to tip it out. And now Knight Swander picks up, or Martin Joseph picks up the loose puck and dumps it in. Aiden Howard with a nice chip pass for Connor Cole. Cole into the zone, got to get around Baldy. He's going to do that, stuff it at the net, right pass save there from Gillis. Baldy takes it back in his own net, behind his own net, with a lead pass out of the reach of Winter as the Toros just bat it back in. Baldy puts it back onto the stick of Gage Ford. Off the boards there for Cole over his stick, and that's Littleton battling on it as it goes back in behind the net. Baldy behind the goal, pressured on by Jackman, who did some nice offensive work and then gets driven into the boards. Out of front, Connor Cole shot, right pass save. Rebound out of front, gets poked high and wide. That's going in behind the Ajax net. Right back in behind the goal, trying to fire it out. Toros keep it in there. Trent Taylor tries for a shot. He's going to throw it at the net. It's going to hit a skate out in front. There goes Littleton on the loose puck. Littleton with some nice moves at center. Try to get around Hannon. Littleton shot. Stopped there with the left pad of Drew Galton. Littleton will be on the loose puck. Okay. There's Littleton again. That one over his stick. Trent Taylor 3-on-2 the other way. Taylor up there with Hannon and Perot. Taylor tries for a shot. Drops it back there for Hannon. Throws it at the net, but Perot was the intended pass trying to get there. Couldn't get it to the front of the net. Taylor fires that up into the bench and out of play. Face off right here at the Toros blue line. It's taken by Taylor coming up through center. And Taylor dumps it into the zone. Back to get it is Pusa. Pusa in behind the net. Rings it around the boards. Gets it to the other side as they try and find Watt up through center. Couldn't collect the pass. James Davidson with a late pass. Out of the reach of Leonard. Knight Swander tries to tip it up. He finds Watt on the other side. Watt is going to get it past Davidson into the corner. Back to retrieve it is Menko. Hard around the boards. Pusa tried to keep it in. Now Pusa will. That was Knight Swander that tried to keep it in the first opportunity. They move it to the other side. Try and chip it out with Perot. And now Menko will get it up there. Pusa takes it in his own end. Toros are in offside as Taylor was in over the blue line. Here comes Pusa leading the individual rush. Pusa into the zone. Drop pass for Watt with a shot. Stopped there by Galton as he handles that hard slapper from Watt. He had that one-timer peg, but Drew Galton was up against the task and cut down the angle on that slap shot from Watt. Ajax win the draw. Shot from the line. That's an easy stop there for Galton as Marino's shot from the line made it through to the net. Ajax throwing a lot of shots on goal so far, and Galton so far has stood up to the task. That's in behind the net. Sear rings it around the boards. And at the other end, Gillis hasn't been a slouch in Ajax's net as well here in the second period, because the Toros have had numerous chances as well. That could have been offside. Sabrizi looked like he might have been ahead of the play. Cameron Ryan dropped it back to the left for Sabrizi. Sabrizi tries to walk it out of front. Sabrizi on the loose puck. Tried to fire it away. Had it finally stripped off his stick by number 88. Corbett leads it into the zone, and it's offside. Face off outside the blue line. Trying to win that draw. is Connor Cole. Quick shot. Blocker stop there from Golden, who made the stop. It's in behind the net. Maddox is working over his player in the corner. They're trying to get out of that scrum. Up there for Jackman. Logan Jackman trying to get away through center. Got to get away from two Ajax players. Dropped it back to the line. Maddox was able to keep it in at the line, but he's getting double teamed there. But still on the loose puck. Ethan Maddox is not allowing that puck to get free from him over in that corner. Toros were like dogs on a bone on that loose puck and didn't let it free. O'Connor to the other side. Trying for that quick shot, but Aiden Howard was right all over his defender. Late pass. That was out of the reach of Jackman and knocked down there by Marinos. Marinos' late pass for O'Connor. Went off a stick. Littleton checked on there by Connor Cole. Aiden Howard couldn't go with the puck. Here's Helfenstein. Jackman was all over Helfenstein, but he got away with the shot. Helfenstein missed the net. As a ricochet, he's back out in front. It came right back out for Drew Dalton to kick it and have another face-off in the Toros end. We had 7:56 left to go here in the second period. Toros opened up the scoring here in the second early on a scramble out in front of the net. After an incredible save by Gillis, the puck laid at the side of the net and Nicholas Perot swept it in. Rizzler to the other side for Perot. Coming up and over the blue line. Finally lost the puck but regained it and dumped it behind the net. Trent Taylor setting it at front. Big man, Parker Rizzler sitting at the front. They try and chip it in. That's the second time Parker Rizzler has been stopped out in front of the net on this one time. And that was just enough of the right pad by Gillis out in front. He may have had that right pad right on the line as well, because that was pretty close to making it to the back of the net. But it stays out. Still stays at 1-0 for the Toros. A draw up to the right of the goal. Will be taken by Taylor. Versus Quebec wins that draw. James Davidson pressured on there by Watt. Getting it up there for Leonard, who tries to get away. Here's Leonard into the zone with a shot. Blocker save there from Galton. They try and get it up. Trent Taylor with a lead pass for Perot. Perot tried to get around Night Wonder into the zone. Couldn't shoot it, but he did the right play to get away in the corner. Now he's getting pressured on 2-on-1. Turnover to Rizzler, but he couldn't do anything with the puck. Parker Rizzler all over his defender. And Taylor tries to pick up the loose puck at center. Here they come in over the blue line. Trying to start a 2-on-2 rush is Helfenstein. Helfenstein throws it to the net, but it got broken up. Sabrizi trying to get around Marinos. Sabrizi's on his own. Taken down. And no penalty on the call. Quick shot. That goes wide of the net. That took away a scoring opportunity as well. And now here comes Corbett the other way. Carnett in the zone. Shot got stopped there by Dalton with a stick save. Sear picks it up at center. Connor Sear right here in front of us, trying to get away. Dropped it back there for Sabrizi. Throws it at the net and it goes wide. Picked up there by Aiden Howard. Dumps it back into the zone. Back to get it is Marinos. Marinos can't get it out. Sabrizi sweeps away at it along with Aiden Howard. Kept in by Ford. His shot hit Aiden Howard out in front. The lead pass to Fitzpatrick, trying to get away. Turned it over. Sabrizi into the zone with Cameron Ryan. Marinos uses the glass to dump it down the ice. Not going to be icing. Sear will pick it up in his own end. Connor Sear working on the puck on the other side. Over there for Aiden Howard. Howard with a late pass for Sabrizi. Takes it at center along with Cameron Ryan. Sabrizi a shot. That goes off a stick and wide. Cameron Ryan working in the corner. Trying to dig it free. Knocked down by Hazelton at center. He gets it past Fitzpatrick just enough. Jack Hazelton taken off his stick there by Carnett. Martin Joseph with a nice eye coordination to knock that down. Here comes Martin Joseph into the zone. Drops it back for Corbett. Corbett tries to get it into the zone, but it's not going to work. Still a couple whacks away at it. Connor Cole up there with Jackman. Cole trying to go wide on Martin Joseph, puts it into the corner. Connor Cole taken off his feet by Martin Joseph in behind the net. Into the zone comes Pusa. Pusa shot. That gets steered aside by Galton. Right in behind the net. And it gets fired wide. Going down the ice. Nice wander in behind his own zone. Picked up there by Hazelton. Jack Hazelton in the zone, and it's offside. Face off right here in front of us. Getting one by the toe. Trent Taylor. Working on it away from Winter. Trying to dig it out of the corner. As it goes behind the net goes Littleton. Littleton with some nice moves to start it up. Getting up there with Winter to the other side for O'Connor. O'Connor trying to out-muscle Davidson into the corner. Throwing it at the net, it went wide. Winter will be on the loose puck. Gets taken off his feet in behind the net. Winter and Littleton digging on it for Ajax in the corner. Thrown at the net, O'Connor couldn't take the tip out in front. Parker Rusler on the loose puck. Starting it from center. Trying to get around, nice wander, and he will. Chip it in behind the net. There's O'Connor. Firing it around. Trying to get it out. They tried to find Winter on that ring around pass. Taylor setting it in front. Nobody there to take the pass. And here comes Littleton from his own end. Littleton pressured on so he couldn't go with the puck. Now he finds some ice to go. Littleton with some nice moves up there with O'Connor. Littleton shot. Blocker stop there from Galton. As it went there for Taylor. Trent Taylor getting hooked up there on the other side by O'Connor. Escapes the hook. Gets up there with Rusler. Leonard's pushing him wide and behind the net though. Taylor still on the loose puck. Finally Leonard took him off it, and Ajax get the opportunity to go. Toros, Sabrizi couldn't go with the puck in the zone. Toros offside. Cameron Ryan, nice play not to touch that puck. Watt loses it at center. Jack Cannon trying to tip it up into the zone. Cameron Ryan battling away at it as it was in the feet of Watt. He gets it up there for Corbett or Leonard, who couldn't go with the puck. Into the zone they come. That's Helfenstein with the loose puck. Or that's Corbett with the loose puck. Corbett back to the line. Coming around the boards. Martin Joseph with a nice play to hold it in. Martin Joseph is holding it there at the blue line. Got some help there with Leonard. Leonard sweeps it wide and behind the Toros net where Gage Ford tries to fire it around. Nice one. Pusey's gonna try and come in. Pinch to keep it down low. That gets fired off the board. It's gonna be a rolling puck all the way down the ice. Yellows has his hand up for icing. It'll come back into the Toros end. That's coming off to the right of Dalton, getting one by the Toros. It goes in behind the net. It's going to be to the other side for Aiden Howard trying to get away with it. As they try and dig away, it goes in behind the net there. Ethan Maddox rings it around the boards. It's going to get kept in on the other side. Jackman tried to chip it out and couldn't. Connor Cole tries to chip it out, but he couldn't do it as he got taken down. Thrown at the net, stopped there by Dalton. He's walking away at it in front of it, but it got stopped there by Drew Dalton and held on to for another face-off. And that draw is going to take place off to the right of Dalton. Again, won by Ajax. Corbett tried to dig on the loose puck. On the other side, Connor Cole with a chip. Dumped it in. Cole tried to get the loose puck. Connor Cole in. Stopped with a left pass. Aiden Howard tried to kick it to his stick and couldn't. Cole may have just ran out of room and Gillis was able to outweight him and make the left pass save. Connor Cole there for Aiden Howard. Had his stick hooked. Tried to get to the loose puck before Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to get in there. Knocked down by Howard at center and dumped in. Right back in behind the net. Nice wander fires it around there for Noakes. Noakes tries to stick to his stick. Backhands it out. Kept in by Taylor. Jack Hazelton keeps it in. 35 seconds left to go here in the second period. Quick on set. And there's a quick stop there from Gillis. He had to be aware. That was a nice one who tried to move it out and it got swept off his stick right in on net, and it had to be an alert right pad stop there from Gillis in the Ajax end. Littleton will take the defensive draw against Taylor. Trent Taylor aggressively wins that draw. Goes back behind the net. Nice wander, tried to chip it away. And they move it up through center with Littleton. Littleton trying to find some ice. Menko's going to take him wide. Still takes a shot. Fires it high up. High and wide over the net. 10 seconds left to go. Puck's in the Toros end. They try and hold off this Ajax pressure in behind the net. And they're going to hold them right there in behind the net with a nice defensive play. Some great plays there by the defenseman in behind the net. They held them there and made sure that they couldn't get one last kick at the can there in the second period. Toros take a 1-0 lead to the third on an early goal by Nicholas Perot out in front of the net. Ajax coming off to right here at center. Picked up and fired down the ice. That's going down for icing. Big face off to the left of Gillis. Perot tries to walk it out in front. Couldn't shoot it. Turns around on the backhand shot. Stopped there by Gillis out in front. Perot with a big opportunity there with a right pass stop there from Gillis. Picked up by Menko at center. Thomas Menko fires it to the other side for Perot. Perot's going to dump it off the boards back in behind the net. In behind the goal goes Piercer trying to dig it free. Piercer loses the puck. Back to the line for Menko. Thomas Menko a shot. Doesn't make it through to the net. Turning around there is Hannon. He'll dump it into the corner. Trying to get free with Perot out in front. But the pass was over his stick. Digging at it is Menko. Back down low. Throwing it out in front for Perot. Couldn't shoot it on the forehand. Hannon with some nice pressure. Toros starting off the third period on a high, trying to get that insurance goal they're looking for. Taylor trying to spin away from the check, and he will. Gets away from Martin Joseph, puts it behind the net. Out front for Hannon, it was out of his reach, but he'll still get to the loose puck and move it back for Menko, who scored his first of the year last game, and that shot is going to get stopped there by Gillis. Coming up into the zone. Going to take a little break because the microphone came loose from the headset. So we're back on. Good to go. We're live here. Racco's in behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front. Throws around. Left pass saved there from Galton. A rebound on the front. They're trying to tip it in. Galton has got it. Draw coming off to the left of the goal. They get one there by Ajax. Ford took his man down. It's in there in the corner. Back to the line. Taken away there by Aiden Howard, who gets away past Baldy. Now driven into the boards. No penalty on the call as Howard got driven into the penalty box area. Connor Cole trying to fire it off the boards. Goes in behind the net. Gage Ford spins away from the check. Trying to fire it up there for Howard. Up there for Connor Cole and Jackman. Cole trying to get around Pierce anywhere. Jackman's trying to find a lane to get free. Littleton with some nice moves in over the blue line. Littleton, backhand shot, left pad stop there from Galton. Fires it out. Picked up there by Pusa at the line, picked away. Connor Cole trying to go to the net. Is getting around Nightswander. In alone, right pad stop there from Gillis. Nightswander takes it behind the net. Late pass, Littleton, line out of room, picked up there by Trent Taylor. Taylor puts it behind the net. Trent Taylor's got Perot out in front. He's going to use the line for Maddox instead. Ethan Maddox, a shot tipped out in front, doesn't make it to the goal. Another backhand shot, that whistles right through the crease area. It goes in behind the goal. Taylor trying to throw it in for Hannon out in front of the net, and Gillis was able to make the stop right out in front of the net. We have played almost 4 minutes of period number 3. Toros still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Taylor trying to change it, throws it out in front. And now they come up through center. O'Connor got pressed wide there by Jack Hazelton. Fires it out at center ice. There's Marinos on the loose puck. Marinos to the other side, out of the reach of Winter as it goes into the corner. Winter knocks it down, try for the one-timer. That goes wide of the net. Jack Hazelton on the loose puck. Forgot the puck to start. O'Connor goes into the corner as Hazelton lost his glove. O'Connor digging away at it with Littleton trying to walk it out of front. Littleton's on his own. Right pad stop there from Galton, right in close. off Littleton, kept in there by Marinos. Goes in behind the net as Winter and Ethan Maddox collided in behind the goal. Middleton shot, stopped there again, right by Galton as he took that one in the toes crest and doesn't allow another rebound down in front. Face off right here. Turning around is Watt. Right in on goal there for Galton to make the stop. Now to be a draw from Leonard and Cameron Ryan. One there by Leonard, back to the line for Pusa. Pusa puts it into the corner. They try to throw it at a front. Taken away there by Sabrizi at center. Ben Sabrizi along with Rizzler into the zone. Sabrizi goes wide. Throws it at the front, out of the reach. Kept in by Menko with a shot. Throws it for Rizzler. Throwing it at the front, nobody there. He tried to set up the pass out in front and it got taken away. Late pass. Trying to get to it now was Watt on the loose puck. Watt has a man going to the net. Got stopped there by Galton on the intended pass. Up there for Parker Rizzler. Rizzler turns it over to center, but Pusa. Cameron Ryan tried to get to it, but it was too far ahead of him, and now Martin Joseph has started in. Martin Joseph gets away from the check. Martin Joseph takes it wide, in behind the goal, as he tries to get it around. His man throwing it in front, and it goes wide of the net. Nice play there by Martin Joseph. Martin Joseph started that from his own end, and then threw it at the front for the opportunity. Just got fired wide of the net as that goes down the ice for an icing call. We have 9:43 left to go here in the game with the Toros still clinging on to that 1-0 lead. And a draw that's off to the right of the goal. To be taken by Corbett. Corbett wins it against Connor Cole. Back to the line for Nightwonder. Right back down low for the captain of Ajax, Fitzpatrick. Trying to spin off the check in the corner. Finally lost it. Tried to get it up there for Jackman who tipped it out. Nightwonder on the other end. Dropped it back for Marinos. Fitzpatrick knocks it down. Here comes Jackman into the zone. Logan Jackman dropped it there for Connor Cole, but it got picked off. Here comes Fitzpatrick at center, but Aiden Howard all over him, along with Jackman, and Jackman got taken off his feet. Connor Cole gets around Corbett and dumps it down the ice. Right back in behind the net. Jackman takes it into the corner, trying to set it up in front with some nice moves. Lost his footing, tries to get back up. In behind the net there for Ajax. Led by Marinos. This is a 3-on-2 led by Marinos. Fitzpatrick. Drop pass for Fitzpatrick now. Fitzpatrick flipped up his stick. Here comes Pro at center. Pro's got to get around Baldy as he was backing up. Nicholas Pro shot. Stopped there by Gillis, who stood up to him and made the stop. That'll be a draw coming off to the left of the Ajax goal now. Trying to win that draw. Winter tries to sweep it away. Chipped away by Littleton. Littleton a 2-on-1 with O'Connor coming up. Hazelton's got to try and stop him. Shot, left pass save, and the rebound hopped over the stick of O'Connor at the side of the net. Perot trying to get away. 3-on-3 the other way. Perot dumps it in behind the net. Takes a ricochet for Ajax to try and get it out. That's Winter on the other side. Trying to chip it up there for Littleton. Littleton trying to get around Ethan Maddox, but he stood him up as it goes in behind the net. And now a collision in behind the goal between Littleton and Ethan Maddox. O'Connor tried to get to the loose puck, not going to happen. Tapped in at the line by Martin Joseph, who takes into the boards by Hannon. Dumped down the ice past O'Connor, and it's going to roll all the way down for an icing call. A draw coming off to the left of the goal. Getting one by Ajax, back to the line for Nightwonder. Nightwonder tries a shot, tipped to the front. Right pad stopped there from Galton, and a rebound out in front. He's trying to find it, and he's got it. And his glove out in front. Ajax won the draw on the Toros on track. Trying to bang away at the loose puck. Galton trying to find it. It's still loose there. Toros are trying to fall on it. Menko's in there trying to fall on it. And Galton is the one that finally is able to fall on that loose puck. Ajax putting the pressure on here in the third period. Getting shots to the net. Looking for the equalizer. Menko tries to get away. That's Sabrizi at center. Benjamin Sabrizi trying to go up there with Rizzler. and it's offside. Connor Cole takes the draw here in front of us. Trying for Jackman to get away at it. That goes past Menko, rolling down the ice. Thomas Menko's got to get that loose puck. Helfenstein was on it as well. Leonard, nowhere to go with it. Picked off there by Watt. Watt keeps it in the zone, but finally had it swept away from him as he tried that last streak. Watt is going to lose it there at center. Connor Cole trying to win that battle over there at the penalty box area. Chips it out the boards deep. Back in behind the Ajax net. Over to the other side as they're going to move it up through center with Watt. Helfenstein trying to find some room in the pass within his feet. Still trying to get to it though. Helfenstein tried to find Watt out in front of the net. He got swept off his stick by Connor Sear. Kept in by Nightswonder at the line. Right back in behind the net. Sear trying to get to the loose puck before Watt in behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front. Helfenstein in behind the goal. He's going to hold it there for Ajax. Toros trying to get it out. Coming around the boards, kept in by Pusa at the line. Pierce is going to get hit into the boards there by Aiden Howard. Fired around the boards, kept in at the line by Leonard with a shot. Tipped wide of the net. Helfenstein getting to the loose puck. Taken off his feet and behind the goal by Sear. Aiden Howard getting the loose puck. Howard late pass for Jackman out of his reach. Nightswander tried to get it out. Couldn't do it. Gage Ford trying to hold it in the offensive zone for the Toros. Ford walking it in front. Doing it all himself. Trying to throw it at the front of the net as Hannon was waiting for a pass. Jack Hannon was in behind the net. That's coming around. Kept in by Ford's shot. That didn't hit anything in the front of Pisa. Let it go by him. Hazelton couldn't get it into the zone. This could be 2-on-1 if Ford doesn't hurry, but Gage Ford was the only one back, and he made the right defensive play. Perot chipped it off the boards past Martin Joseph. There's Marino standing on the puck. Kept in there by Perot at the line, but it's offside. This game is at everything. They've had a lot of chances both ways, and Golden has really come up big so far for the Toros, holding Ajax at bay so far as they try and move it up. Late pass. That's going to be Watt taking the puck, or Carbett taking the puck. It was offside. Nope, was able to get back in. Right pass stop. No, it didn't make it to the net. One wide of the goal. Taylor trying to catch that high puck. Hazelton tried to chip it up there. Finds Trent Taylor, dumps it down the ice. Right back in behind the Ajax net. Taylor will try and pick it up off the boards. Trent Taylor getting away from Martin Joseph in behind the net, setting up Perot, trying to stuff it out in front. Got stopped there by Gillis right in front of the net. Perot again was able to get away. Nicholas Perot with the loose puck, dropping it for Taylor. He's trying to get around Marinos, and Marinos tackles him in behind the net. Taylor still has it, sets up Perot out in front. Tried to shoot it, and it had taken off its stick. Back up the other way comes Fitzpatrick. As he was going off on a line change, he just dumped it down the ice, and it goes for icing. A big draw coming off to the right of the goal, getting one there by Cameron Ryan. Davidson couldn't hold it in, 2-on-1. Menko's got to try and hold him off. Shot, scores! And that'll be a goal for O'Connor, snapping it over the glove hand of Dalton to tie things up at 1. With 3:30 left, O'Connor has tied things up with a nice shot over the glove of Dalton. It was a 2-on-1, and O'Connor, he elected to keep the puck and shoot it, and that was a good choice. O'Connor again with a shot. That's a blocker stop there from Dalton. Shot at the net. Toros take it away. Back up the other way for Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi up there with Cameron Ryan, getting into the zone. Tried to get around Pisa, taken off his feet. Thrown at the net. Hit the side of the goal. Benjamin Sabrizi on the loose puck. Wrap around. Stopped there by Gillis. Menko's got to try and hold him off. Shot. Goal! And that'll be a goal for O'Connor. Stopping it over the left hand of Dalton to tie things up at 1. A draw coming off to the right of the goal. To get one there by Ajax. That comes behind the net. Marinos tries to get to the loose puck first, as it's right in behind the net. They try and find a lane to get it out. It's Martin Joseph. Got it hit off his stick by Jackman. Jackman on the loose puck. Logan Jackman drop pass for Connor Cole with a shot. Hit a stick out in front and went wide. Kept in by Connor Cole. Couldn't go with the puck. Back up the other way. Taking off his feet. As it goes in behind the net. Jackman trying to get there before Martin Joseph. Stuck there in the corner. Back to the line for Jackman as he tried to chip it out. Couldn't get it by Martin Joseph the first time. Martin Joseph with a nice play to hold it in there. Gage forward back in his own end. That had player out in front thrown it on net. Stopped there by Dalton. Jackman took his man down. Martin Joseph held it in. Not for long. 2-on-1. Connor Cole up there with Aiden Howard. Cole to Howard was out of his reach. Aiden Howard will be on the loose puck. Trying to stuff it out of front. Aiden Howard tried to throw it to the net. Aiden Howard again tried to shoot it, and he got taken off his feet. 1:40 left to go. Connor Cole was able to take his man down. Ajax dump it down the ice. Right in on goal for Galton to make the stop. Galton steers it into the corner, and Leonard's going to pick it up. They've got Fitzpatrick out in front. Tried for a pass for him. Couldn't shoot it. Fitzpatrick still digging away at it. Taylor is in there. Leonard throws it at the net. It's going wide. That'll be Jack Cannon on the loose puck and dumping it down. Pierce kept it in at the line. Jack Cannon again will dump it down the ice. No icing. We're in the last minute of play of the third. All tied up at 1. It was Pro in the second period and O'Connor here in the third. Knocked down by Hazelton. He puts it back into the zone. Late pass for Fitzpatrick is going to get broken up by Nicholas Pro. Pro with some nice moves. Going up there with Taylor. Into the zone comes Nicholas Pro with a backhand shot. Steered aside there by Gillis. Into the corner for Hannon. Back to the line for Jack Hazelton with a shot. It's not going to make its way to the net. Hannon trying to dig it free with Taylor in the corner. 25 seconds left. Trent Taylor out with the puck. Out front for Taylor, for Pro, and he couldn't shoot it on the forehand. Fitzpatrick getting pressured on by Maddox and dumped it in on net. Dalton steers it aside behind the net. Around the boards for Cameron Ryan trying to tip it out, and he will. Picked up by Marinos at center. One more opportunity coming up here for Noakes, who's going to backhand it in behind the net. These two teams are going to battle to a 1-1 tie here at the Ajax Community Center. So the Toros are at least going to get 5 out of 6 points that they needed to move them up the standings before the Christmas break. We'll see you in the second half. We're going to start off with a tournament as it's going to be up in Barrie for the next tournament. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.